welcome to another Looney Tunes commentary. If this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a commentary for Hop and Go, released in 1943. It's the 398th in the series, and it's directed by McCabe. You can find this on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 6 DVD set, but it is in the public domain too, so it's definitely out there. And with me today is my good friend and fellow kangaroo, SC Macpeter. Say hi.
Hello.
So what we have here, Pinto Colvig is still doing a few voices for Warners. Yeah, is Claude Hopper, who became the next major Looney Tunes star, next to Bugs Bunny, clearly. But
I mean, I actually do really like this short. I love the music in this one. It kind of actually sounds like Scott Bradley a little bit, more than Carl Stalling.
But for what I can see here, this was probably an attempt for Norm McCabe to create his own character, but of course he got sent off to war, and so his directing career ended up being...
Yep, it makes a good one-off nonetheless.
Yeah, but I wonder where I can get one of those chicken inspector badges. It's really...
You're a different kind of champion if you have one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. But I gotta love the Scottish accents here, done by Mel Blanc as well.
This animation of them setting up the whole boxing ring is definitely Cal Dalton.
I've noticed the top is similar to what he's wearing. It's similar to our favorite character, the one that Chuck Jones tried to push. Remember his name? I'm trying to forget it. Conrad?
Yep. Everyone's favorite.
At least this character is sort of a done-in-one, but it's still more funnier than Conrad, which Pinto Colvig also voiced. And see, this guy's a goof. I wonder if that was an in-joke.
Yeah.
It must have been an in-joke.
I actually thought that too. Like they're deliberately trying to say, this guy's goofy.
Yeah. Because at this point... at this point, Pinto wasn't back at Disney, and so Disney was forced to use archival recordings and a yodeler, and of course...
By the time this was released, I think he was already back at Disney.
Yeah. Must have made up with Disney, because he definitely wasn't too happy. I can tell you that.
I noticed with this one as well, there's a new background layout artist for McCabe, and he actually worked at Screen Gems. And that's where sort of the UPA style was born, actually at Screen Gems, as we see more Cal Dalton animation. So it sort of has a really abstract look, a very flat look.
Yeah, because this one is not, as far as I'm aware, properly restored. I mean, it's definitely good enough to watch anyway. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But
I've seen some bumpers from that channel that's airing Looney Tunes shorts with an HD version of this cartoon. So maybe we'll see it restored soon. Maybe,
but they might cut at the end, which is probably what's going to prevent this from being on HBO Max, despite the fact there's no stereotypes, I think. I think it just says, Tokyo, and it's like...
Yep. And that one line.
But we'll see. Maybe for Norm McCabe, given that most of his shorts are problematic in some ways, let's just release them on Blu-ray and be done with it. I mean, one Blu-ray disc, put his stuff on there.
Yeah,
and
direct TV shorts. I mean, it is amazing. Just interesting how McCabe was stuck with doing these wartime jokes. He didn't even like the jokes. He thought they were cheap.
And I was even told that when they were showing his cartoons once, and Norm McCabe was around, Norm was like, "Oh, don't! I don't want to see these." He seemed pretty embarrassed because he was, he lived quite a long life actually.
He was the last director to die. He died in 2006.
I think wasn't Rudy Lavera? I think he passed away later, but does he count? I don't know. Some people might.
I don't think people want to count him.
No,
not even he would want to be counted.
No, definitely not.
So,
and the premise of this cartoon is really good too. It's a simple idea.
Yeah.
about him jumping and.
Yeah.
Wow, look
It's
at the
pretty
animation
clever.
of the rabbit taking a shower. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very very tough.
I do really like this whole ending bit with the whole suspense. I think that some of the first animation Art Davis did at Warner Brothers. This, I believe, was his second cartoon he animated on. The first being Confusions of a Nutsy Spy.
Wow. And of course, Davis directed one of my favorite Looney Tunes cartoons of all time. So,
Yeah.
you know, like I
Two
can't wait to get
short-lived
to Davis
directors.
I think
Davis is great.
he's painfully underrated. I think, you know.
Yeah.
I
He
would
did a
even
lot of
argue
great
he's better.
shorts.
Yeah. I would argue he was a better director than McKimson. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the McKimson stuff, at least until 1953 or thereabouts.
Davis showed more potential.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
And here's this wild ending. It's just
certainly a really weird way. I mean, McCabe at this point, I think he found where his fitting was in terms of directing, where he sort of puts characters a bit down in terms of the conflict that they're in, and he really gets wild with it, like this.
Yeah, it just keeps going and going, and especially that meat ceiling gag, which is pretty weird. But
kangaroo meat too.
That's right. And fun fact, I have eaten kangaroo meat, and it's actually good. If you have a chance to try it, it's really lean. It's really nice. It's leaner than cow meat. So there you go. It's a fun fact. But we end on a wartime themed gag here. So final thoughts as we, destroy another city.
Maybe not a champion short, but it is pretty good.
Yeah, for what it is, it's solid.
Yeah. Probably one of McCabe's best, along with Southern Exposure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the ending lets it down a bit, but that's okay. That's another one off the list. So thanks very much for listening, guys, and until next time, take care.